As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Cavaliers will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Miami's offense will get first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. Anderson will throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The Cavaliers couldn't have asked for better field position as they get a chance to strike here. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, still looking. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Power football with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Off play action. Under fire. He's got it on the move. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Cavaliers will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down, going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rival.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Hurricanes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll haul it in right around the logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. The Cavaliers in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll do it himself. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Anderson wants to throw. Pressure coming. Caught close to the marker. It's Madden. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. The short hands. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Canes can really attack on this second and short. Looking for space. It's Madden. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
But how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Gilbert. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Hurricanes are marching down the field. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
The give on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cavaliers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on first and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Barrels ahead. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. This offense has converted twice on third down on this drive. A third time would put him in the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out there.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation. Working that left side now.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Anderson will throw. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. grab near the marker. It's Gilbert. Touchdown, Hurricane! A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll give it to the back. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Off play action on first down. Pulls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it, but that hit as he got rid of the ball. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now they take the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Motion from the wide receiver. Anderson wants to throw. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll set up to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to pass. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Bring in the heat. Creates a little space. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, they weren't able to come up with the completion on that play, but let's point out a positive here. How about the pass pro up front by this offensive line? They did an outstanding job giving their quarterback time to throw.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going right and going deep. No other words. That was just a terrible throw. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Anderson wants to throw. Under fire. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Just enough time to get off one more snap. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Gets the back moving. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. That is no good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got room on the return. The 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way.
Oh, what vision. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First play of the drive, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now this offense is back on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so...
Turning it on! Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Cavaliers want to move quickly. Now from inside the red zone. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the tailback. Touchdown, Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
21. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Madden. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes! Lining up to add another. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They march to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Quarterback adapting. Grab behind the line. It's Gilbert. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Skips away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down from the 38. The offense is going to stay on the field now. This is within field goal range, but they already have one missed today. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Gets rid of it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go up top on second and short. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Canes have it with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Hurricane. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature them, throw it up, let them go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is on its way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He's looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Magic. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a Heat. Unloads it downfield. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hard running there. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. The Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. He does a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And the Cavaliers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, and certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Complete to the left. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Moore. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. The short hands, it's Moore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
To the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Hauls it in. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Canes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually,